All right. So welcome back to our channel. So DevRelCon Yokohama is happening on the 12th to 10th to 11th of March. That's a only 2 days conference in Yokohama. And today I will be talking with Hannah, one of the speakers of our conference. So I will welcome her to put here. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
Excellent. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me today.
Mm-hmm.
So today I will ask you a couple of questions about your career and about your career experience and what you will speak at the conference.
Great.
Are you excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this conference. I think it will be wonderful. I'm excited to meet people, to hear from the other speakers, and to visit Japan.
Yeah, so this conference is gonna be the first in-person conference after the COVID. We are trying to organize 2020 like the DevRelCon in person, but we gave up because of the COVID,
Yeah, that makes sense.
COVID overspread, and we are very happy to organize this conference finally. The last 3 years, and then welcoming a bunch of speakers from all over the world, including you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for organizing. I think it's important to bring developer relations professionals together so that we can meet and share good ideas. So thank you for organizing this.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And have you joined any developer relations types of conference?
Not yet.
before?
I've watched video recordings of other ones, but I haven't gone to a DevRelCon before, so this will be my first.
That would be great. Yeah, because recently, like the most of the activities are online, and that makes us easy to join. Yeah, and at the same time, people are getting back to normal, and they want more in-person and personal connections.
Yep, exactly. I think that virtual has a space and a time that's important. I think it's helped keep us together over the last few years, but there's something special about being in person together and networking in person and going and having dinner or drinks after the conference. And so I'm glad we're at least trying to return to normal.
Yeah. Do you see that changes in the US?
Yeah, I think it's coming back slow. Meetups right now, for example, have a lot lower attendance than they used to, but the people that are coming are really enthusiastic for it. I'm hoping we'll still see a lot of hybrid events. I think we learned a lot during the pandemic about accessibility, and so I hope we keep some of those lessons. But it is nice that things are coming back in person in the US.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I need I'm gonna kick this off to ask you just your quick intro and what you do.
Yeah. So hi everyone. I'm Hannah Ouellette. I'm the community manager at NGINX. So right now my responsibilities include things like running our community Slack, doing meetups and conferences, working on GitHub. And I've done community management here at NGINX for a little over a year. And before that, I was a community manager at Postman and did developer marketing at Kong. So I've been in the open source world since 2018. Postman isn't open source, but NGINX is. And so I'm really happy to be back in it. And when I'm not in front of my computer, I ride horses and spend time with my family.
So you like horse riding?
I do. I love it.
How is the the communication with horses, that cannot speak the language?
Yeah, so much of it is body language. So horses, their brains are the size of walnuts. Their heads are so big, but their brains are so small. And so they spend most of their brain power in understanding body language in their herd. And so I've had to learn how to communicate with horses in my energy, in the body language and reading theirs. And yeah, it's not that different than people. Once you can understand horses and understand people, there's a lot of similarities. Human brains are bigger, but
but even in the human community, we all are different, and we need to communicate with people who have like different background or different cultures or norms, and maybe your experience can be applicable for your like real world.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of similar lessons. One is that the words you say are important, but how you say it is really what counts. So even if you don't speak the same language, your tone comes across. And so if we're kind to each other, we want to understand each other more, as opposed to being angry. We all shut down and don't want to connect. Yeah.
So tell us about the open source community. So what the company does, and what's your roles?
Absolutely. Yeah. So NGINX is the most widely used web server in the world. A lot of people use NGINX for different things, some for load balancing, some as an API gateway, and there's a variety of different products within NGINX as well. NGINX is owned by F5. That happened in 2019. F5 bought NGINX, so we have their resources and are part of their company and strategy. Our open source community, well, we're revitalizing it. For a while there, we didn't do much, but about a year and a half ago, we hired a community team and we're very focused. So my coworker, Dave, for example, has been cleaning up our GitHub, and I'm working online a lot. And so we're doing things like meetups and yeah, it's a great community full of developers, software architects, sysadmins. So really wide range of people that use NGINX.
Sounds great.
I think so. Yeah.
So you've been managing both like hybrid like events, like online, like digital stuff, and something in person.
Yeah, so we've done some in person, some digital. Our conference, NGINX Sprint, happens online. But this last year we hosted watch parties. And so people could get together and watch the recordings and talk amongst each other, get to know each other, and try to kind of supplement that community feeling. I'm hoping when we do meetups in the future that we'll do more hybrid. Right now it's kind of been one or the other, and it's a little tricky to do hybrid. It's like doing two events. But doing hybrid makes it so much more accessible to people. And so I'm wanting to learn from others who have done it successfully so that I can do it successfully too.
Do you have any tips to make the hybrid event successful?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, don't try to make it a perfect experience for both. It's good to do our best, but if you're so focused on making it the best experience for virtual and the best experience for in-person, then in that case, you're really running two events, and that's so much work, and it doesn't always land. Sometimes your effort just isn't always worth it. And so understanding that we have to make compromises for hybrid events, I think, is an important part of setting ourselves up for success as professionals.
So decide the focus. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be helpful for for lots of people who are seeking the hybrid like activity solutions.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's really tricky. but I'm also hoping to learn from others too. We can all learn from each other, and it's great we can share our knowledge at DevRelCon.
Yeah, because that's one of the like important aspect to host like an in-person event, because you know, we can learn from each other and sharing, you know, experience, knowledge.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. And so much of that connection happens kind of behind the scenes. So not just in the talks, which are really important, but also afterwards and asking questions, or when you meet someone in the hallway or go out for coffee and things like that. We're able to learn from each other in a more intimate way in in-person settings.
Yeah, true. So can you brief just quickly, not everything, but can you share some of the parts that you are, you know, speaking at the conference for that talk?
So developer relations is new at F5, and I learned the hard way how to get the tools I need. And so my talk is lessons learned from getting Meetup Pro approved at F5. It took 6 different departments. We had to go through my team, through finance, through security, through procurement. Like, it was a whole thing. And so I learned a lot about communicating with different stakeholders, for advocating for my needs, how to communicate about it. And so I'm excited to share those lessons so that others who are just starting to introduce developer relations tools, or who need to introduce new tools within their existing organization, can make it easier for them. I already learned the hard way, so you don't have to too.
Yeah, that sounds exciting, because you know, there are so many, you know, stakeholders both internally and externally, and you know, community manager, you know, marketers, you know, need to, you know, like engage with, you know, all of them to pursue what, you know, what they need to achieve.
Exactly. And so many of these tools are unfamiliar to people in different departments. Developer relations is new and different to people in certain departments. And so learning how to advocate for what you need in context of what your job is so important, because you can't sit there and go, oh, it's like Salesforce, and that will increase our productivity, and that will wind up in more marketing leads, or there's no direct comparison to pipeline most of the time. And so it can be tricky to explain why you need it and how you need it done. That doesn't make it less important, but it means we have to position our asks carefully.
Yeah, also, you know, for the, you know, for the sustainability, yeah, we need to explain, you know, properly with matrix sometimes, if the, you know, activities are more like long-term and a bit difficult to measure.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not inherently easy for people to understand. And it's our role to advocate for what we need. But yeah, it's not as easily explained as marketing, for example.
Great. Thank you, Hannah. So is it your first time to travel to Japan?
It is.
For this conference?
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. I'm really excited to learn from folks in Japan about developer relations as well. I've worked with people in different parts of the world, in India, in Latin America, in Europe, in the US, but not with Japan yet. And I bet there are some really good lessons I could learn and bring back to the US, but also to create connection and relationships between, you know, US and Japan developer relations. So I'm very excited. Yeah, it'll be really fun. I have some Japanese coworkers that I'll get to meet for the first time. So more people that work at F5 and NGINX. And yeah, I am also really looking forward to the food. I love Japanese food. I heard there's really good fish in Japan. And so a lot of my time will be spent eating.
Yeah, you'll be looking forward to it. And DevRelCon is global conference, so there's so many people, from all over the world for this conference. So that will be a great opportunity for you to connect with more people with different background and experience, norms, and cultures.
Exactly. Yeah. Learning from everyone and all meeting in such a wonderful place too. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And we hope you like Japan, the country. So yeah.
I'm sure that I will. I'm absolutely positive. Yeah.
Yeah, to experience something new. Yeah, that will be that will be exciting for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I bet I'll love Japan. Everyone I know that's been has said it's so great. And so now I get to experience it for myself.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are very excited to have you.
Thank you.
And the other speakers, attendees, from all over the world. And yeah.
Yeah. It's really impressive how many different countries the speakers are coming from. I was looking at the speakers page recently and just seeing everyone's photos and faces. It's so diverse.
Yeah.
It's
so
awesome.
The speakers are very diverse. Yeah, from all over the world, and but like communities it's kind of small world stuff. So that's why I met you at this conference, or it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting other community managers. To be completely honest, I don't know that many yet. And so getting to meet community managers who can also talk about the difference in their cultures online or their in-person communities. NGINX is a global community, and I know how to interact with some parts of the world, but I don't have full understanding for others. And so learning from other speakers how they do community in their area is going to be very important.
Thanks, Hannah. We are very looking forward to having you at the conference, and excited about the conference itself. And that's gonna be almost a month, so time really flies.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite soon. So yeah, we are waiting for you.
Great.
To join us. So thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah.
Yep.